Hey guys, and welcome back to my kitchen again. In today's video, I just thought I would bring you along with me. Our groceries came yesterday from Coles. I'll go back to shopping at Coles just to compare it between Coles and Aldi's and the convenience of delivery from Coles. Coles delivery is actually free if you spend over $150, and the time it takes me to get to Aldi's and shop and come home, blah, 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 I'm thinking of going back to Coles. So, food came yesterday. It is Tuesday today, so I thought I would bring you along with me to organise my fridge, prep food for the week. I don't meal prep, I food prep. So this video here, I'm going to do a bit more of a talk through on how I do it.
I'm lacing gold his eyes, but my heart still beats. When I say no, it's yes. I'm putting you to the test. Can you handle me? Do you have the key?
Don't mind me, I am eating. I have taken everything out of the fridge. That's more over there. Fridge emptied apart from this stuff here. This doesn't really change. My condiments I use probably every day, every other day, and down the bottom. And that's the milk we're currently using. A little lonely egg and our butter, which can stay there. So when organising the fridge, what I like to do, sorry, I'm watching her as well. I get all my containers out that I want to use for the fridge. And then I start to put the things in them that fit, that are fresh, and then I can start to dispose of the things that aren't fresh, that need to go in the bin or are out of date and that sort of thing. So these containers here are from Kmart. I've also got that size there. These are the ones that I probably use the most of, the same as my freezer. You right? Still not 100%. I like using containers that are the same size because when you stack them, you actually get more room in the fridge. So I try and get containers that are the same size and then I can stack them up. So what we're going to do now is go through and get all the fresh produce that is still sitting over in the corner there from yesterday's grocery shop. Package them up. I've got some meats and things that I need to take out the packaging and sort out for dinners for the week. Some sausages, I'll get all that sorted. We had some Thai the other night, which was part of the football that left over. We're not gonna eat now, so it is probably gonna be bin worthy. I'm gonna get the containers though, because they're great for freezing in. And again, because they're all the same size, they're great for stacking in the freezer. So let's just get this all sorted and clean and actually see what we've got.
You better not to sin. I think so, I think so. I think so, I think so. Okay, let me just be honest with you. I want you. And okay, I've been running circles all the time, but I want you.
Now, we don't like food waste in the house. I do my best to minimise food waste, use it because obviously you've spent the money and then it becomes a waste of money. And I've seen so many people when it comes to things with vegetables, they are throwing out parts of the vegetable that they just don't need to. So when it comes to things like broccoli, this is like the end of the broccoli. People cut that and just throw it in the bin. Use it. It tastes the same as broccoli, like same as the broccoli heads. So grate it up, put it through a stew, put it through your spag bowl. The kids will not know the difference. And you're actually using the whole vegetable that you paid for. If for some reason you don't like it or you feel like throwing money out because you've actually paid for that part of the broccoli, at least try and compost it. I hate seeing food waste now. So there's a little tip. Everything is cleaned. So I've got all of the yogurts. I checked the dates on them. They're still good for the kids. The milk, All of our dairy's got to go in. Our eggs are in our container. These are leftover chicken nuggets that little miss will have for dinner tonight. I've got my carrots, spinach. They're the meats I'm going to use this week, so I just need to probably do a bit of prep tonight for those. I've got corn, broccoli, celery, cherry tomatoes down the bottom, cheese. I grate our own cheese, so I buy the Colby, and what I usually do is cut it in half and then grate half of it and keep the other half so you can still slice it. So that's just got some left over there. I find if you grate it, it lasts longer, months. And this is what I mean by food prep. So I've got everything pre-cut, ready to go. My beans. So when I'm ready to make dinners, I just have to grab it out the fridge. I'm not having to cut things, grate things. It's all done for me. These are some leftover cucumbers I've just got wrapped in some beeswax wraps. Can we hop out the way for me, lovely, so I can hop in? Oh, she's a bit upset today. Our soda stream water. This is just some more veggies, leftover sausages from the other night, strawberries and some Brussels sprouts. Our olive spread, and this is our leftovers from last night, which is a couscous salad, which I'll probably have for lunch today. In this pouch here, this is another beeswax wrap that I've got. I ran a container, so I've just got my mushrooms sitting in there. So I might do a mushroom sauce with either steaks this week or an omelette perhaps and use those. So they're little handy things to have that are environmentally friendly. They're beeswax wraps, and once the wax sort of loses its waxiness, they're actually great to go into the compost bin, so the fabric is compost friendly. So what I'm going to do now is put everything into the fridge. I don't have an order, unfortunately, with my fridge. Are you going to let me into the fridge? The shelving on my fridge, unfortunately, is not adjustable, which is a real pain. So I basically have to work with what I've got. This one down here was actually a drawer, and I took the drawer out and I actually use that for containers. I find a shelf-friendly fridge for me is better than a drawer fridge. Drawers, things are always getting stuck up the back, forgetting about it. I would have homemade wine because I'd had grapes sitting in there for ages. The bottom drawer I don't use for fruit and veggies. As you can see, there's some alcohol in there. I use it to store our milk. So all of my fresh produce is in containers I can see on these shelves here. Just quickly, things that are left over, just to show you how I do try and minimize waste. This is the Thai, that is no good. This is some leftover potato bake that will be rubbish. This is a chicken curry, the rest of it that is rubbish. That is a husband's lunch that he didn't finish, which is no good now. I actually forgot I had that. I don't trust it. We had it probably about 6 nights ago now. That's no good, so that can be compost. This is my packaging here, which is recyclable at Coles. This one here is what I'm cooking my husband's chicken in. That is recyclable. Leftover food. So I found half a tomato that is getting a bit soft, half an onion, and all these cherry tomatoes here. Look there. That was a bit yuck. They're okay. So what I thought I would make, might be time for lunch. I put this all into a tray. I bake it with some basil, and then once it's cooked, some garlic, maybe a little bit of salt and pepper, and once it's cooked, I blitz it up, and it makes a beautiful tomato sauce, and that'll prep me up for this week. I might even do, just think I found the dinner thing. I've got chicken schnitzels, so we might do a chicken palmy one night with a homemade sauce. Some other carrots on the floor, she was playing with them. But just to show you as well, this is our recycling bin, this is our compost bin, and this is our normal bin. So unfortunately, all of this is general waste. I did throw those corns out because they were getting a bit necky, and this is the leftover scraps here from me prepping capsicums and cutting the ends of the cucumbers that were looking sad. So that can all go into there and go into our recycling bin this afternoon. I'm not going to do the freezer today because that's just too much effort. But this is now my fridge. I can see everything. I know what I've got. I can plan my meals for the week really well. And that drawer down there, I know it is just drinks. I'm not going to forget anything because it's all pre-cut and ready to go in those containers. It made life so much easier. So right now I'm going to have lunch. My daughter and I are going to go have lunch. I'm going to put the tomato mixture on to cook and probably clean the rest of the kitchen that's looking like a bit of a pigsty. So I hope you enjoyed my little clean my fridge and food prep with me. Remember, it's not meal prep, you're prepping food to cook the meal. If you try it, let me know, see what you think, and I'll see you in my next video, guys. Bye.